up, YouTube? Nats 101 coming at you again today. Give you an update on this car. Past couple of days I've been working on it. I've had this car for a while. It's just sat around, and finally I'm able to get out and do some work to it. The previous two videos you saw me clean the engine, change the oil pan, and just do general stuff to get the car ready to put the motor in. Well, let me show you this, guys. As you can see, the engine is in the car. Now, to my defense, I did set the camera up and I thought I had hit record, but apparently I didn't hit the button hard enough. But basically what we done was we had the engine hoist here, and I had the engine raised up and had the neighbor take a four-wheeler and pull the car forward as we lowered the engine into the car. Didn't take long. Like I said, about 10 minutes. You can see we got it on the mounts down here. I just need to get some mount bolts to put in it. But right now there's plenty of clearance around this engine to where I can get in here and do some stuff. Got the radiator and stuff sitting over there. Not going to put that in just yet because I need the room. So the next step in this would be to take these valve covers off. I would take them off now, but it's way too hot for me to be out here doing this. They're easy to get off. I can just twist these and take these valve covers off. Now the reason I want to take these valve covers off is because you saw that this engine was pretty corroded, and you can still see it on the bolts and stuff. Where it's set outside, it drew a lot of moisture, but I thought I had it wrapped up good and covered good, but apparently not good enough. So I'm thinking I've got some stuck lifters. Not lifters, but stuck valves. So I'm going to take these valve covers off, and I'm going to take a hammer and peck on these valves to free them up. It shouldn't take much, just a little bit of aggravation and some new gaskets when I'm done. The reason I need to go ahead and get all those loose is because I need to spin this engine around. As you can see, the flywheel down here, I've only got 2 torque converter bolts in, and I need to get this string out of here. So I got to spin it around to get the other 2 torque converter bolts in. Then when I get those in, I can put the starter on, put me an oil filter on it, fill it with oil, crank it around, and put a little gas in it after I get the distributor on it and it timed, and just get it to hit. I can't run it like this because I don't have the exhaust manifolds on. It would possibly cool down way too quick, and people say it'd warp your valves, but I've run small engines like that before without any muffler or anything on them, and they've been fine. But that's where we're at up here. Then I run into another problem. Not quite sure how or why. Alright, you see the tail of the transmission there? See how big around that yoke is sticking out there? Well, it's a lot bigger than my drive shaft. My drive shaft won't even slip on this. From my understanding, this is a 727 transmission, and this drive shaft came from a guy that's got 2 darts and a Scamp, and he said that fits a 727. Well, apparently it don't. I think he grabbed the wrong drive shaft, because I think that one fits a 904. A 904 has the smaller yoke at the end of the drive shaft, which makes sense because this came out of a truck, and a 727 is a little heavier transmission, and that's probably correct. I have no idea. I've never worked on Dodge before. I've always been a Chevy man. But anyway, when it gets cooler out here, we'll take these valve covers off and see what's underneath. Alright guys, the sun is finally starting to go down a little bit. We can get these valve covers off here without roasting. Find a good place to set you guys. Put you guys right there. so you can see what I'm doing. Like I said, these would be easy to get off. Got these handles. Get them all loose. Oop, didn't see that coming. It's been on here for a while, so it might be a little difficult to get off. Well, that one's got a bolt in it, guys. Didn't know that was there. I'm gonna take it out with the old-fashioned way. Transmission dipstick out, gives us a little room. A little bit bigger. This might be too big. Yes, sir. Too big. Try this 12mm. Curious to see what this dials look like, guys. See if they got any rust on them on the top end. I put these on here, it's been about 10 years ago when the engine was rebuilt. But it ain't been ran any. Valves look clean, guys. Might be a little rust up here. I'll show you. Look pretty good. I see just a little bit of rust down in there. There might be a couple of them stuck. But it don't look bad. That's good. Still got oil on top of the engine. It's a good thing. Considering this motor ain't been fired up in 2 years. Let's go up here and get this other side loose. See if I can find you guys a better spot to see it. Get this cap out of the way. Man, that one's going to be hard to get to down here. Don't know how I'm going to get that one out of there yet. I might be able to get a ratchet on it. We'll get these off. Gaskets didn't stick, that's a good thing. Means we can reuse these gaskets. It didn't leak, so that's a good thing. It's pretty handy. Wish I had enough to go all the way around. Let's get these valve covers off. It's a whole lot easier. Take these valve covers, clean them up a little bit. You can take some aluminum foil and get most of that rust off of there. Chrome rust on the surface and little pit holes. And if we don't like the way it looks, we'll just throw some. We'll sand them down and throw some heat-resistant paint on top of them, and they'll look fine. Throttle cable right in the dang way. We can hook that up, guys. Now this little bracket's bent. Tell you what, getting about sick of all that string laying around. Yeah. Let's see if I can get in here and get this one. I don't have an extension for this. That would make it easier. I don't know if it turned enough where I can. Nope, can't twist it out with my finger yet. Should have done this out of the car. That's why I like to do as much of it as I can out of the car, because you don't have to do this stuff. I gotta take this brake booster off anyway. I should have just went ahead and took it off and got it out of the way, because I'm not going to use it. I'll probably go with manual cylinder, no power brakes, since it's got drums on the front anyway. And we dropped it. Where did we drop it in? Not quite sure. Let me take a look. Well, it's got to be down there somewhere. We'll not worry about it right now. I just got to remember to go looking for it. Alright, guys. Clean on the inside. Look real good. Yep, these valves look good too. I think I got a few stuck though. I'm going to take this hammer and I'm going to take this ratchet. See if they move. Yeah, let's go around here, guys, and do a little. That one's stuck, guys. That moves. Got that loose. That one's loose. That one's loose. Neighbor over there got a problem, sounds like. We got most of them loose. Let's get you on this other side. Get you down here where you can see what I'm doing. Basically, all I'm doing is putting this ratchet on here and just tapping these down, watching them valves spring up and down. See, that is loose. You can tell it's loose. Double check this one. That one's stuck. It's loose. Looks like a couple of them were stuck. That one was stuck. It's loose now. That one's stuck. It's loose. That one's loose. Yeah, they're all loose, guys. Yeah, they are anyway. But anyway, I think that's about all I want to do right now. I can't turn this engine because I don't have no socket big enough down there to turn it, and I can't turn it by hand. But while you guys are here, we'll give it a go. Don't think I'll be able to turn it, guys. No, can't do it. It turns. It's free. I just can't turn it, but anyways, I think we're going to stop right here, guys. We'll catch y'all later. Well, I got to get these back ones back there. There's like 3 left. Maybe 4. I'll get them loose. Let you guys watch that if you want. That one's loose. Bouncy. That one's not. You can tell now. Yeah, I seen it moving there. Definitely got them all loose. Wish I was able to turn this engine around, but like I said, I ain't got nothing I can put down there to grab a hold of it. Well, that makes me feel better. You know, they just ever so slightly, just gently stuck. Moisture probably got in there through the exhaust ports, and whichever valve was in that port got stuck. That's what it seems to have been. Hey, I forgot what I was at. I was going to get these plugs out. Like I said, these plugs ain't been out in a long time. Figured it'd be more difficult than that. That's good. I like when that happens. What I'll probably do is tomorrow I think I'll pick up an oil filter and 4 quarts of oil or 5 and fill this thing up. Get a starter on it. Crank it over. Make sure she's going to hit and run just fine. Plus it'll help free it up. It'll loosen all that crud, and if there's any rust in them cylinder walls, which there probably are because of the exhaust ports, it'll clean all that off and get everything lubricated again. Don't want to crank it without bearings being dry, no oil in there. Hard on an engine. Put our dipstick back in. Don't want no water getting in there, which it ain't gonna rain tonight. It's supposed to rain for 3 or 4 days, I don't think. The plugs still look good. Low budget build. If I can use it, I will. I don't want to spend a whole lot of money on this thing because I ain't got a whole lot of money to spend on it. To be honest with you, whole parts are expensive. Anyways, guys, yeah, see that had a little moisture in it. It looks a little. Not that way you can see that, but it looks a little dry. That cylinder's probably a little bit dry inside. Anyways, I'm gonna end it here, guys. We see you next time.